Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Mihran Kirakosian. Today's ballroom step is going to be the spot turn basic. I'm going to have Alisa show it to you with music first, and then she'll break it down.
Hey guys, welcome back to another ballroom tutorial. My name is Alisa. Today we're going to be working on another basic step, which is called the spot turn. Let's get into it. You're going to start with your left leg to the side. I'm going to break down the step and then we'll go into details. I'll tell you guys where to put your hips and all of that. So left leg to the side. Counts are the same. I do explain counts a little bit more in detail in the in-place basic, so if you guys want to check that out, it'll be in the description box below. So just really quickly, again, it's 2, 3, 4, and 1, or 2, 3, cha-cha 1, 3 full beats, 2 half beats, okay? So let's get into it. You're going to right away step to the right, so you're going to go 2, okay? So that's your count 2. 4 and 1 and 2. So as you can see, I'm kind of dragging my leg. I'm like sliding it on the ground. So if I were just to do this, I'm not picking it up, so I'm not going 2. Okay, first of all, that'll slow you down, and the correct way is to drag your leg on the ground. So again, ready? 4 and 1 and 2. From here, all I'm doing is I'm turning. So all I'm going to do is just turn on my left leg. So once I step, the weight goes right away to my left leg. Step. From here, all I'm doing is I'm just rotating and I'm turning. Okay? So here, when I turn, my right leg is pointed. All I'm going to do is I'm going to step, turn, 4 and 1. So as you can see, the 4 and 1 is the same in pretty much all the basics. It's just the chasse step. Again, ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So your forward step to your right leg is your count 3. Turn, 4 and 1. Same thing to the other side. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. One more time, ready? And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's just kind of the basic rundown of the step. Let's get into detail, and I'll show you guys how to use your hips. Ready? So, and 2, hips are straight, they're forward. When you turn, you're gonna turn. It's your and. This is and. What I'm doing with my hip is my left hip is gonna go back. So basically from here, let me do it straight so you guys can see me. I'm going here, okay? When I turn, my left side is gonna stay, it's kind of gonna rotate as I'm turning. So I'm doing turn, and then once I'm kind of midway, it's gonna go back. My hip is gonna go back, and I'm gonna settle into my hip. So what I mean by settling is I kind of sit into it. Now this doesn't necessarily mean stick your behind out, okay? But it does mean you're taking it back and I'm sitting into my hip, okay? So if I were to do this that way, and ready? 2, okay? Turn, settle your hip. So I'm gonna sit into it. And you're kind of, basically this is kind of like you're doing your half 8 to the left. And then you're gonna step to the right. You're gonna finish and rotate your 8. So finish, and then once you finish that 8, it'll help you bring your leg back in. So if I'm here, I did settle, step, rotate, and it'll help drag my leg in. I do have a tutorial on the figure 8, so if you guys wanna see that in more detail, you guys can check that out. It'll be in the description box below. Let's do that one more time, ready? So, 2, I'm on my left, I turn, I settle. So settle that hip, step, rotate, bring your leg in. Again, this 4 and 1 is the same. So step, figure 8, and figure 8. Okay, let's do that one more time, and then we can do the same to the other side. Ready? And 2, turn, settle. So your turning and your settling kind of happens in one motion. So I'm doing 2 and 3, 4, push, 1. Okay, one more time. Ready? And 2, and settle. So turn and settle, 3, 4, and 1. Same thing to the other side. So continue this so it can help bring your leg in. And 2. Okay, I'm going to turn. Now settle your right. Okay, knees are straight. No bent knees. You're going to take your hip back, forward, finish, and 4, and 1. I'm going to do that side one more time. Ready? So right leg to the side, and 2. Turn. So again, all I'm doing is just kind of sliding on my leg. My leg is flat. It's down on the ground. So 2, and settle, and bam. Okay, one more time. Ready? Step, and settle, step, rotate, 4, and 1. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Left leg to the side, 4, and 1, and 2. And, so settle right away, 3, rotate, 4, and 1, and 2, settle right away, 3, and 4, and 1. Again. So even when I'm doing that and, I'm rotating to take my leg there. Boom. 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? Let me do it one more time, and then we can go ahead and do it a little bit faster. Okay? Ready? 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Keep going. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and focus on the feet. I'm gonna walk it slow. Ready? 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 4, and 1. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try this a little bit faster. Ready? 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1. Side note, you don't want to go 2 and 3. Okay, because a lot of people do make that mistake. So your turn is your and, okay? So 2 and you have to make sure your step is your 3. Okay, now again in cha-cha, our strongest counts are 1 and 3. So you want to emphasize those. What we mean by that is you really want to make your 1s and your 3s the strongest. So you did 4 and 1, 2, and now stretch this as much as possible. When you step, you really want to take your hip out. So you settled, okay? Now stretch this as much as possible, okay? So it should be like again, this opposite attraction here. So what I'm feeling here is if I turn around and I do it this way, I settled, I'm gonna step, okay? I feel this pull. So I feel my hip really going back and this part of my side kind of squeezing together. So I'm really gonna feel it here. After this, my hip comes forward. So I settled, I step, my hip is stretched. I'm really stretching this part of my frame. So settle, stretch, even though my shoulders are still straight, okay? And then I can rotate, then go, okay? So let's do that facing forward. And here, 2, and stretch. So 3, and, okay? So if you can tell while I'm counting, I kind of stretched at 3. I'll go 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. It's just so your ear can hear that this needs to be 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, so again, 3s and 1s are your strongest. You guys want to stretch those out the most, especially your 3, and you want to make those as sharp as possible. Okay, so let's go kind of fast one more time. Ready? 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try it super slow, and then we can go and speed it up. I'll count you guys in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? That's slow. That's double tempo. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3. Keep going. 2, 1.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want to see more ballroom steps, leave your comments in the comment box. Also, if you want to follow Alisa on all her other social media platforms, you can see it below. If this is your first time on the channel, you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to subscribe, tell a friend about it. You could also follow me on all my other social media pages as well. You can see them below. I do put different content out there, so make sure to follow me there. And I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video.